Hello, my name is Axel Ryman, and this is the original Resident Evil 2 available on PC by SourceNex using the BioRand Randomizer system. Now, it does say Michael Jackson version on the front, which is due to the fact that I'm using a compatible mod, which is pretty much called the Michael Jackson mod. It lets you play as or add Michael Jackson as an NPC. In this case, I'll be playing as him because you get to see some of the features that he gets. And it's going to be an option I will include for donation incentives. The other is to maybe use the Twitch streamer slash YouTube content creator Maximilian Dude, because he is also added to BioRand with a number of voice lines from his streams that he was very excited to see, and he does have a video of himself playing as in the mod. But it does also include a number of other things which I'll go over as we get started. I've already made changes to my configuration for the controller that I'm using. We're going to go into original mode. It's going to say Michael, but that changes because it's the Michael Jackson mod. But let's get into this in 3, 2, 1, BioRand. Yep. Apparently my live split did not start. Give me a sec. There we go. So, what is randomized in this? So,
family and was able to treat Mia's symptoms with a serum.
That is one of the things you can actually see that is randomized. The audio for the cutscenes is randomized. In this case, this is Ethan Winters from Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8, or Village, however you prefer to call it. Unfortunately, it's there's not a lot of audio here, so I'm going to just skip this. We're going to move on. FMVs are not changed. Right there is another example of things that can happen. It's randomized events, and you can see here Michael Jackson is doing a little thing because he is starting with the Tommy gun and a microphone and a mixer. So we randomize starting items as well. For Michael Jackson, if you actually inspect his weapons or pick them up, you get like these little pictures from his days being a musical artist. But if you equip the weapons, he also does different things depending on the weapon you have equipped. In this case, if you equip with the microphone, the Tommy gun, or the revolver, he will do a different dance move. And of course, he has the classic moonwalk. Can't forget that. So I'm going to switch to the Tommy gun because it will be my best weapon. But the music is randomized. Our starting location is always going to be the same. And right there we see a couple of characters who are not part of Resident Evil 2. That was Kevin Ryman, no relation, from Resident Evil Outbreak. Here is Krauser from Resident Evil 4. In fact, I think this is specifically the Resident Evil 4 remake version. So the modders have made a lot of work, or put in a lot of work to even put in remake characters. And we also got to give a bit of a shout out to, I think it's Team X for the Resident Evil 2 HD texture mod, and oh, I just had their name and I blanked on it. Gemini for creating Classic Rebirth, which is a nice little update patch so that the game works better on modern computers, adds some quality of life features. We find our very first save room, which is actually pretty good. I'm going to put the microphone away. I don't need it. Right there is a random event that can happen. Random NPCs just appearing. King's Plug, we're going to need that.
City disaster is scheduled to be broadcast again tonight at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Oh, ooh. I don't know why that happens. Oh, we have enemies in here too. Which is something that we do got to be a little bit careful of, because enemies being around does not equal good. Alright, so if you played the original Resident Evil 2, you probably are going, wait a minute, why are we in the lab this early? This is way too early to be in the lab. And that's because of Door Randomizer.
Thirsty.
Cutscenes, the characters are randomized. We have
I haven't cut open a man in a while.
one of the characters.
Your blood will be the center.
Yeah, she says I am the one, indeed, Michael. But we do have characters from Resident Evil Village. I did mention Ethan Winters. This is Cassandra. I thought I disabled the Resident Evil 8 Dimitrescu characters.
Can't leave in winter.
Or
And it gets
sisters.
so lonely.
But I think I missed Cassandra in the process. Thinking she was someone different. I do have a number of them enabled, only like specific ones. But this does...
Body! Stop!
Okay, that's actually pretty accurate. But now here's the question. Who shot her? Normally it's Annette Birkin.
Hand over the sample. I don't want to hurt you.
It was
Daniela
Ada
said she
Wong,
wants
so
to play
a
it.
bit of a role reversal. In fact, that is the Resident Evil 2 remake version of Ada Wong. Pretty much the people who worked on this game have
Another
added
time.
just about every single Resident Evil character and some non-Resident Evil characters as well through outside mods. We are going to see quite a number of them, hopefully. Music is randomized from just about every single Resident
You will
Evil
look
game
wonderful mounted in our
that
hall.
exists. There is one I am hoping that maybe we get from Director's Cut, Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut, but we'll have to see.
Good. The more scared you are, the thicker the blood.
But I should also talk about why we're in the lab. So, we have Door Randomizer, and I have enabled this. You can change the number of segments and the size of the segment to determine the length of the seed. In this case, I am going with the lower setting just for the purpose of recording this, since I don't want to be taking like 3-4 hours. But if I were to say increase the size of the segments from 1 to 4, maybe increasing the segment size from a more of the lower end to say, ooh, excuse me, I just realized the live split is getting cut off. There we go. I would probably increase the segment size a little bit so that we can get like a 3 to 4 hour seed. Alright, so we have nowhere else to go, so we're going to go this way. Which is not a bad spot. There's a few doors here and there's a few items here. We know that we do have access to a save point, which is good. Also, one of the best things, Michael Jackson will lean down and pick things up. With the classic lean forward. Right. Coming back here just to use the fuse, since it's right here, might as well. You're also going to see some interesting things like that with certain cutscenes, where a character model is going to be completely in a weird location. That is just how this game is designed. One thing also about the randomized events, we didn't really get to see it. Like, we're seeing something like that, but something that we haven't really seen is enemies spawning in. We are most likely going to see it, which is going to be interesting and awkward. Actually, I don't want to do anything with this room. It can unlock a room, but I don't want to... Actually, I don't think it can unlock the room, because this is the A scenario I'm playing on, and the room that it would unlock requires both A and B scenario to work together. So I'm going to ignore it. Ah, we're already getting to this segment. That is Kevin again, with us being partnered with Kendo for a second.
That's good thinking.
And then we get the reverse lean, where he now moves himself up. Very interesting. But Michael Jackson, very chatty, as you can see. So this is Kendo from Resident Evil 2. Technically the remake version. I did disable the original 2. You unlocked it. So that's pretty much a different segment, I believe. Same with this one. Usually if you see you unlocked it, that means that you unlocked a specific segment. Kevin and Ada are just here.
Look at me.
Michael Jackson has no idea how to respond. So, yeah, some of them you can interact with, and in this case, you can take them with you. They will act as your partner. If they die, then it's game over. Some of them, like Ada, in this case, could actually fight. So, you can take them with you. I don't want to take them because I don't really know what lies beyond this area. And I want to be very cautious. Magnum bullets, we will take that because the revolver that we can get replaces the Magnum. And the Magnum is pretty much our best weapon for damage. The desk is locked. We don't have a lockpick or small key, so we will need to find some of those first.
Why is it so tiny? The problem is, with Resident Evil 3, is that Resident Evil 2 comes before it, and it's one of the greatest games ever made. I think it's the same thing with Resident Evil 5. It's fine, but RE4 is one of the greatest games of all time, and then you have effectively a creatively bankrupt Resident Evil 4 after. I would rather play Resident Evil 6 or Revelations 2 or Outbreak than play RE0 again.
I will not accept the RE0 slander, to be honest. But yeah, this is Maximilian,
really
dude.
funny because I am so
And as I mentioned, the audio is pretty much from his streams that the creator of his mod added.
Which I'm still trying to like evolve my speech patterns and how I communicate shit in my
And he's
head,
even
I'm not
offered to record
great
new
at it.
voice lines
I'm
specifically
so
for the
getting
randomizer.
better.
I don't know if he ever did.
So I'm, like, listening to
I
myself
believe
talk,
this
I'm
is the
like,
latest version
what
of the
fuck
mod,
am I
at least to my
saying?
knowledge.
I'm gonna have to go bring this guy fucking 6 spark plugs, some wires, some oil covered in oil, and some wire covered in oil, and then maybe we can get the car started. No, I gotta go find a battery and then a wrench and some shit.
Many of the things that he talks about in his dialogue is Resident Evil related.
No.
So
Hold
yeah,
on a
they pretty much
second,
got like a
and
lot of the
listen
Resident Evil
to what I
stuff.
have to say because it's about to be really important.
We gotta listen.
That was something.
Actually, accurate dialogue.
Damn it!
I'll be honest, I've never seen that him replace a net like this, so this is actually like a first time for me. We get a blue herb for this, which doesn't do anything for us.
Welcome to Umbrella, commonly known to the world as a leading global producer of pharmaceuticals and household products. We
And
are also
this
a
umbrella
pioneer in
announcement,
biological
not from
and
RE2.
genetic research.
Probably the remakes, most likely. Can we check them? No, we can't. So the handprint thing I was skipping out on would actually let us go inspect this door, but like I said, you need 2 handprints for that. Since we're only one person, we're not going to get a second one. It's not really worth it. So we got 2 doors here. Let's check them out. Okay, this is a dead end, which is good for us because we get to go back and then check the other room. I do get to be careful because something like that can happen where now an enemy has spawned into the room. The problem is because of the way it works, you can't really see the enemy in some cases, so I don't know what enemy is here. I can leave the room.
It's too much for me to handle on my own.
That's, I believe, Resident Evil 6, Leon. Give me a sec. I do have the randomizer generator open on the side, which can tell me. Yes, Resident Evil 6, Leon. Oh, it's a crow. Oh. Okay, so unfortunately that is something that can happen. So I'm going to reset the room. Thankfully, as part of, I believe it's the Classic Rebirth patch, it does include a debug menu so you can access, like, jumping to specific rooms. You can even edit your inventory. In the early cases of the randomizer that was made by RE Duke, I believe, there were scenarios where you could actually get soft lock. So with the Classic Rebirth patch, you can add the item into your inventory if you happen to miss it, or you can just like jump around. That's actually a very interesting place, Leon. More birds are coming in. I don't know how they're opening the doors, but they are. Obviously, we're going to just ignore them because they don't do anything to us. I will combine with the machine gun bullets to nearly maximize my ammo, but also have some inventory. That was Claire Redfield from, I think, Resident Evil 2, or no, Resident Evil Revelations 2. Oh, okay, so this is the door that we came in. Which I think is a dead end because I don't have the card key, right? Yep, I don't. I need the card key for that. So we're going to go back to the room where Kendo got shot, which is right here. We're going to take the other entrance now because I believe we have no other way to go. Alright, going backwards through the RE streets. Or the Raccoon City streets, rather. Okay, so these are hands. They come out of the walls in one of the rooms in the police station. They don't deal any damage to you, which is good. They're annoying to deal with, but I would rather deal with them than something else. Anyway, here's a better look at the lean. More machine gun bullets. Ooh, 48% is really good. There should be a second item. Small key. Ooh, do I want to go back? I could go back to open the drawer, but I'm going to go here instead. I don't know where this is going to lead me. I'm going to go back. The reason why is because we're going to be continuing down a single stretch of area, and I don't want to happen to get into a spot where maybe like what's in that desk drawer is actually something useful, especially a key item, because if it's a key item, I might need said key item. So it's not too far off. Might as well grab it now. I might even go back, because one of the things about the Door Randomizer is that you gotta kind of like either map it out in your head or, you know, use a piece of paper or pen or something to map out how things are going. Especially if you are looking for save points. Okay, so this is not really worth grabbing. The special key doesn't really do anything for us except unlock costumes, which costumes don't do anything for us. They don't provide any special benefits, and we don't want to replace the Michael Jackson. Alright, so we're just going to go back all the way to where we were. This is going to bring us into Kendo's gun shop, which is where we first meet Kendo in the A scenario, and then he unfortunately has a run-in with some zombies, which we haven't seen a lot of enemies yet. We're going to start seeing some. Oh. So we see one of the sisters and all that. I guess I skipped out the cutscene. Oh, that's unfortunate. I forgot that it did that, actually. I think I remember seeing it. Oh.
How could you?
And unfortunately, Max has now died again. We're getting attacked by Rebecca Chambers from Resident Evil 1, who is now a zombie. Ooh, we do need that, so gonna grab it. Now, this is unfortunate because our inventory is full. I'm just gonna use that herb. Because I do need this. Ooh, I also need that, actually. Ooh. Alright, so this room is very major. I'll have to come back. Unfortunately, by coming back, the zombies are going to be in specific locations, so hopefully it's not a problem. We're going to get another cutscene. So this is like something where we're going to also get a number of cutscenes. Someone is running across. It's Max again. I swear I don't only have Max enabled, or a ton of them.
I agree with you. Sure was strange, wasn't he? He looks so tired.
Alright, we got Jill Valentine from Resident Evil 1.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
Obviously, the model doesn't really look much like her Resident Evil 1 model, I'd say. Obviously, we're not going to see like full 3D models, especially for the later game characters like Resident Evil 7 and all that. We are going to see more Resident Evil 2 design models, which is great.
It's slightly broken, but it's still
This is so uncomfortable, unfortunately, for Michael Jackson. Just doing this constantly. I don't know if he has a animation without a weapon on, now that I think about it. I don't know if you can unequip a weapon.
I'll be right there.
Let me see. Oh. Ah, so it's just the same as the knife. I guess I could just unequip it for now and just move around. Ooh, so this is our 4th plug. So we pretty much found all 4 plugs, which means we're probably going to find the end of the segment soon. One setting I do have enabled for the randomized doors, though, is prioritize rooms with cutscenes. That's mostly so that we can have some entertainment value with this. Obviously, if we want to do like a full-on speedrun, we just disable that. So we unlocked it. That means that this is a segment-ending area. This I don't want to go to. Alright, we're going to have to go all the way back, because I do need to grab those 2 plugs. I do need to make some room. and that way is a one-way area. It does give me a key item, or at least an item. That's Resident Evil 2 Remake Leon. Kendo is just standing here. Gonna be a little bit cautious when I go back into that room. Might pull out the Tommy gun and take out at least one or two of them. I am gonna attempt the trick where if you just lightly tap the shoot button when you're aiming with the submachine gun, you don't use up as much bullets. Because as you can kind of see, like when I was in the menu, it had a percentage meter. Which is important because it having a percentage meter means that it will run out over time. But by using a bit of the tapping method... wait, what was that area? No, you know what? I'm going to go back this way, actually. Go back here, because I believe the dark room that I'm looking for was over here. Oh yeah, the lab thing was in that area. So I don't need that. Alright. Actually, keep the key card, because I can use the key card. Put the bullets away. I think I'll be good. So we haven't found an ink ribbon, which means no saving. If it comes down to it, I can use the debug menu for an emergency save, which I may do if we need. Just because if you don't save, this is like one of those old style games where if you die, you have to reload your last save. But if I don't have a save, then I have to start over from the beginning. There are some moments where it could be a little bit sketchy, so I might do a save as a precaution. There we go, and we get rid of that key, which is good. I do not want to... Wait, is this... I don't want to go through this, because... This is another area I don't want to just take on, because I don't... I have like a feeling that it connects to the other cable car area, which... That's going to be annoying to deal with. So we're going to go back this way. So this is like one of the issues with the Door Randomizer, that you have to like make a decision like, oh, do I want to go this way? Do I want to go that way? It's hard to tell. So we're going to go back this way. That way I can grab the last rook piece, or plug rather. Because I believe we found all 4 plugs. Now, the sad thing is we haven't really seen many enemies around. This is like just one of... Oh, I should have actually pulled out the thing. Kendo will pay for this. Apparently, Kendo also killed Leon. Interesting. Alright, I don't think there's anything else here. Alright, nothing else. Good enough. Okay, and then there was the other plug here. Okay. Now, I did mention, like, this is just a dead-end area, and we see what was supposed to be Mr. X is replaced by the Resident Evil 1 Tyrant. You can have him be replaced by the Tyrant from Resident Evil Code Veronica, or Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil 8 Village. And right there is Resident Evil 2 Remake Leon, unfortunately. We're going to get a nice little cutscene for that. Alright, so like we got to see like the zombies get replaced with Rebecca Chambers, or at least like one of the models. A bunch of the zombie models can be changed. But the other enemy skins can also be changed. I'm hoping that we Oh, actually... Never mind. Actually, I was thinking, like,
Oh.
one of them wouldn't be
If it's
changed, but
not,
no, they will.
We'll stop it. Whatever it takes. As long as we stick together, we'll be fine. Come on.
And such a touching moment between Leon and Michael Jackson. Leon looks like he's, like, pointing the gun, like, don't you dare. While Michael Jackson's just... Well, Michael Jackson was going for the chest / neck. And then he has the creepy laugh.
Welcome to Umbrella. Commonly known to the world as a leading global producer of pharmaceuticals and household products, we are also a pioneer in biological and genetic research.
Alright, I was hoping that that would be a key item, but nope, it's just an herb. So, it looks like we are going to be taking the cable car now. So yeah, that area wasn't really worth it just for the green herb, but I'll take the green herb. Ah, darn. I forgot that the Max's dead body, unfortunately, not really helpful for me. Alright, so we're going to go back this way, since this is where the door is for the keycard that we used. And that is pretty much where the game wants me to go. Because we have nothing else that we can do in the previous location, so let's just go this way. So we are going to be riding that cable car. Nope, don't have to check the thing that's... Oh, I have to actually turn on the power, never mind. I was thinking, oh, it's already here. I don't have to do anything. I forget that in both scenarios you have to do it. One, to turn on the power, and B scenario to bring it back over because it's on the other side. So Max has been replaced by Jill. Now, because this is the Leon A scenario, we do have to deal with this. Obviously, because we're bad, we're just gonna do it this way. This is just a segment that you have to time out. There's like, you don't have to do any shooting. Thankfully, Jill is the cop, so she can do that for us. As we just dance. I am hoping I can find the revolver. The revolver is the... will give us a third dance move. It also has a nice little picture. Oh, I do not like that. I'm going to re-enter. So this is where I'm going to make a safety save. And the reason is because even in the middle of cutscenes, or like of you picking something up, you could still get hit or grabbed. So, again, this is just for safety purposes. Because we've been at this for about a half hour. And one reason why I want to be extra cautious with this is that... Oh, locked from inside. Oh, so this isn't where I have to go. Interesting. Interesting. Looks like I have to go all the way back. Let me see. I'm trying to think. What have I missed so far? There is that door, but that door doesn't really lead anywhere. Actually, not. Wait. Check the other door in this area. I forget what was there. Again, this is like one of the things with the Door Randomizer, that you have to like remember where to go, or what room leads where. Ah, right. Dead end, so we don't have to worry about that. So I guess like a little bit of history since I have to run all the way back. The first Resident Evil 2 randomizer was by R.E. Duke, and I forget how they generated the seed, but the thing with the seed generation is that I did mention before, some items could be placed in locations that could actually cause a soft lock. Or if you missed an item, you may not be able to get it again because it was placed in an area you can't re-access. A good example is if you played the original Resident Evil 2, you'd go through the gun shop, you go through the streets, and then you arrive at the police station. Once you arrive at the police station, you can maybe go out to the courtyard, but you can't go back out to the streets itself. If you missed anything on the way, then you'd be stuck. I didn't like that because possible to get grabbed by those things, which can deal damage if they crawl up on you. Oh, we're all the way... Okay, so then I must have either missed something, or I may have to actually defeat William, which is the guy with the lead pipe. Or I probably do have to actually register my fingerprint. That might have been a change that I may have missed, because I never had to do it before. Or I missed an item in one of these rooms. Nope. I'll keep the thing. Give me the knife, though, or the microphone. Trying to think if maybe there's like another item I may have missed, but I don't think that there's any item related stuff that I have to pick up, because it looks like all the rooms have been checked. But just to be safe, I will go check this. The reason why I'm grabbing the knife here is because there is stuff on top of the keyboard, and the game doesn't want you to touch it. Oh, never mind. I thought there was. Maybe it was a different game I'm thinking of. I could be getting game bleed right now. I've been playing like way too many games lately. So username will just be guest. Alright, now we have 24 hours to complete the seed while our fingerprint registration is available. This is also a joke. It's not going to take 24 hours. If it took 24 hours, I'd be here way too long, and I think I could run the marathon myself, or at least a whole day by myself, but I don't think we want to do that. Let's see. I think it was this way. Yeah, see, it says like 2 or more. That's why I'm like a little bit thinking, I don't think it's this. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, so they definitely made it so that you can enter this area with one person. Ah, darn it, no. See, now this is the part that really sucks. I don't have the plugs, because you need the plugs for this. But I'm going to just move forward. I'm going to take care of the boss fight, then I have to run all the way back to the save point. Alright, it's dead. So, like I said before, lightly tapping it uses up less percentage of the ammo. But now I need to go back, because the main thing with this whole thing is access to the save room. And unfortunately, I can't just grab the item box right here. If I could, I would just do that for the sake of this recording, but for the actual run, I would never do that. But right now, it's like, yeah, I kind of hate that that is a thing. So we're gonna go this way. I believe this is a dead end anyway, so it's like, yeah, because it's just the dark room. Alright, we can put the microphone away. Grab our plugs. Because we need those plugs to open up the door. So now comes the question of what is the deal with that one door that said it's locked from the inside. There might be a area later on that could kind of give us a shortcut. But more than likely, that is just a dead end. I think I mentioned it before, but we do have like randomized music from all the different Resident Evil games. I am kind of hoping that maybe, just maybe, we'll get Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut, a specific song. Anyone who's played that game or heard a certain song from that game probably knows which one I'm talking about. As I like to call it, it's tuba farts. Someone has actually made a cover of it, and some people thought that it was intentionally, or the person messed up so bad, but no, it was actually intended to be that bad. Alright, ink ribbon. So we now actually have access to an ink ribbon. The unicorn medal, which is also pretty good. Ada is here. We don't really need that. Now this is unfortunate because... Actually, I'm going to use the ink ribbon. This will be our next safety save after we completed one of the first areas. Now, this kind of like makes me a little bit mad because it's like, oh, here's the item box after the door. But you need to use the plugs to open the door. I kind of like wish that there was like a save room that was closer. And then the room after is another item box, which this room, it's fine. Red herb. Oh, Krauser again. Hi, Leon. You're just gonna walk away? Okay. So there's two doors here. One of them might be locked by the... actually, one of them is locked by a key. So we'll probably find it in here. Right there. It's a mixed herb. Is it 2 green? Yep, 2 green, 1 blue, so I can't mix it with the red. Unfortunately, we can't do an immediate mix either. I don't want to move forward just yet because it will trigger a cutscene. There is an item there, but I don't have any space, so let's go do this first. Actually, I'll unlock this door. I don't think it's the only door. Oh, okay, so this is the only door that I can unlock with that key. Which means that the other 2 doors, I think it is? It might only be 1, actually. Will not be available. This is mostly just due to how the segmenting works. Oh. Apparently I didn't lose my key, so I'm just going to put it away. Because normally the drawer that is in the corner of the previous room I was just in is locked. So you need a lockpick or a small key. But apparently didn't consume the key. Alright, we have Claire.
I came along and got you all sorts of trouble.
And Max is back.
When you're in the town and you're solving things and you're going back to areas and you're revisiting an area and now new shit is taking place and you're solving this puzzle.
So as an incentive, one of the main ones was going to be Michael Jackson versus Maximilian Dude.
How could you just leave her all alone?
Just so that we can get like funny dialogue.
Wanting a reason to play through RE4 on a variety of systems through a variety of generations, all the way back to the damn GameCube. It's about damn time.
Hey.
But the kid is not my son. She says I am.
Where's Sherry? Do you know Sherry?
Oh, this is Resident Evil 2 remake. I thought it was Revelations 2.
It means we've got something in common, and that's a good thing, right?
Spiders!
I have no idea who shouts spiders like that.
I said get off him! I'm guessing you don't have a key in one of those fancy pockets?
The kid is not my son.
Honestly, the key line is very sort of accurate.
In here. No. It's good to see your face, though. How are you holding up? Come on. Please say goodbye. Listen. She loved you, okay? We really gotta get going. Come on.
Well, we gotta come back down here. Better I pop this dude.
And apparently he's gonna go pop that dude. So we have no idea how to get to that room, which doesn't really do anything. Wolf metal, we need that. That is gonna be for the end of this segment. Or the next segment. Because the way that the randomizer has it worked, or has it set up in my case with the number of segments and the segment size, getting to specific areas will get us, Okay, I was like wondering, who the heck are we carrying? Apparently it was just Claire. But certain segments are kind of like tied to like the main game, where, say, like the 4 plugs is one part. And then you got the second part being tied to the waterfall that leads to the lab. I'm going to leave this herb there, because I don't think I'm going to need it. Okay, and this is probably a good idea because there's a lot of stuff. So this is Wesker's desk. Normally you find film here, which has a very weird picture of Rebecca Chambers. I'm going to leave that. I don't want the ink ribbon. Let's also look at this picture. Looks much more cleaner thanks to the HD textures. I don't want to grab the book just yet.
I once again have to give credit where credit is due.
Eagle metal, so that's the other metal. I'm gonna leave that alone for a sec, because I gotta grab this. I'll grab it just to have.
I have no idea.
And that's Kevin Ryman. And the music is very interesting. If you were to ask me which RE games is this song playing, I would not know.
But the kid is not my son.
If I had to guess, it would probably be Resident Evil 1, though.
Hey, hey.
Probably credits theme. Alright, well, since I grabbed that ink ribbon, I'm going to grab this one.
Progress! Here we go. Can somebody assist me? This is the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 of Resident Evils.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes you can interact with them and they'll just do some funny things like that. Oh, because we've got the
Hey,
plugs,
it's okay.
we get
Won't
this
hurt you, I promise.
cutscene.
Like bullets, because I got a hell of a lot more. Get the fuck off!
Accurate. And unfortunately, William Birkin's model was not changed for this. It can be changed. I've seen it be Steve from Code Veronica, specifically the transformed version. Actually, we don't want to go that way. We want to go this way, because we haven't gone through this door. Alright, this is exactly why I wanted to go here first. Actually... So sometimes enemies can appear in rooms that they normally don't appear in. This is a save room, so you don't see enemies in here usually. But I am going to grab all this stuff, make sure there's something potentially good. We can't really do anything with that control panel, so nothing really matters on that. I'll take the ink ribbon. We're going to save right here. Actually, alright, I think that should be good. We have to go back now. Because I don't want to miss out on that blue card key. Now, I could go back to the prison cell to get the next cutscene. Not really worth it, though, for the sole fact that it's going to just give me a file. The file doesn't do anything. We'll just see cutscene, which can show off another NPC character, maybe. But considering how many times Maximilian dude has been appearing, I think it's safe to say that, yeah, maybe we're just going to see too much of him. I wouldn't mind it, but let's kind of not overdo a good thing. I will grab the unicorn medal quickly, though. Because I get the feeling we're going to be in the police station main foyer soon. Okay. Oh! Those are tyrants. Not one, but two. And considering the room, I actually need these. I am going to also grab this, because there is a thing I'm going to do. I need to make that room safe for in a minute. So first, we're going to go forward. Okay. Oh, they actually hit. Okay. So yeah, thankfully, with the help of a ledge, we can pretty much not worry about these guys. Okay, so this is where we use the eagle and the wolf metal. This will lead us to the... I'm gonna say the last segment. I'm not gonna go through it just yet though, because there is this room right here that I like to just go through and see what is beyond here. Save room. Okay, not too bad. I could put this away, grab the herb combo, and I'll grab the green herb, just in case if I need it. Kind of sad I haven't found the revolver yet, but it should appear soon. Okay, that was an unintended dodge. I'm going to take it. So that is important, because it will give me the fire escape that will lead me to the bottom floor. So I do want these. Maybe the unicorn metal will give me access to the thing I want. But we are going to have to avoid the spit from those plants. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately the camera angle is not the greatest. Oh, get off me. If you can shake them off fast enough, you can avoid the drip or them spitting on you directly. There is the library door to the left side. I'm not going to go there yet, because again, this will lead me to the lobby. This is a direct lobby path. Unfortunately, we got to put this dog down. More magnum bullets. Right, and now we get to use the card key, so that frees up a slot. Open up those two doors. In the B scenario, it does also unlock the library. I don't think it does that here. Alright, but we do have 3 doors to go through. Actually, 4 doors. So I'm going to go through this one first, just to see what leads us.
You gotta be shitting me.
Oh.
I don't know, honey.
I
Keep
was
our
not
eyes
expecting
peeled in case
that.
there's more. No. She just did that to tick me off. I'm the one that drove us apart. I messed up real bad as a father. She and Polly
So
were
this is
playing
Barry
in the
Burton
house.
from Resident Evil.
I forgot to lock up my guns. No. It was mine.
Excuse me for that. I'm kind of still trying to get through a cough that I've been having for quite a while. But this is Barry Burton from Resident Evil Revelations 2. And the reason why I'm a bit surprised to be in this room is because there is a door
But I'm gonna save you.
in the main hallway that I ignored. It was where Max and Kevin were running to. That would put me on this side where he is laying.
Sweetie, I'm sorry.
So going through the front door and winding up in the back door of this room is kind of funny. I was not sure what the expectation would be, but apparently it's this.
It's a virus.
Also, is that a JoJo reference?
A couple of years ago.
It's definitely not
Moira and I fought a lot.
not because of the HD
Even after
texture
she
mod
blew up.
that exists. It actually was called JoJo in the original. Alright, so this is where it leads us. I can go right back in, though, because the door is not properly locked with Door Randomizer. and I do want to just, you know, inspect things, see if there's any useful items right now. Can't make use of that. Now, unfortunately, Barry is gonna succumb to the virus. Don't really like that, but I'll take it. I don't know if I will need that. I'm just going to go out through this door because it's closer. Plus, I want to go through this door. Okay, that one says I unlocked it, so we'll see what this one does. If this one doesn't unlock... Wait. Oh, I didn't use my medal. I was too focused on the dog. Alright, magnum bullets, so that frees up an inventory slot, which is good. Alright, I'll go through this door since I'm right here. Both are unlocked, so where does this lead me? I don't like that room. So one of the things about this is that even though this is the A scenario, we are going to B scenario areas. Example is the room where we kind of had a nice little kiss session with Leon and we saw the Tyrant. That's a B scenario cutscene and area. But... Ah! This is why it gave me that key. Okay. We're going to go back into the room where Barry died. And we're going to grab the key. I don't know if I want to grab the blue herb. I can mix it with the red, but we need a green herb to actually use it. But I have the double green with the blue, so if I ever actually need to use a blue herb, I could just use the green. The green-blue mixture. This is also a B scenario area. There is a gross, ugly enemy in my way. I think I gotta actually shoot it. I don't think I can go... Nah, I'm gonna reset the room. So I'm resetting the room because it will get rid of the body, which makes it easier to get by. I don't want to wait for the whole animation to play out. Oh, I should probably go use the key first. And... Hey! He was locking the revolver, which I want. Now we get to see some new dance moves. Ah, this is the end. Okay, so I'm going to go into the other room because I want to see if there's anything else we can use there. Ah, okay, so we can't do anything with that because the power isn't on, which is weird because this is part of the lab. We did put the main fuse. I do, however, need access to an item box, which there is one up here. I could take out the IVs if needed. I haven't explored over here, so let me just do that quickly. Ah, this is the other part of the lab. Okay. Oh, this is where we enable the elevator power. I have no idea what that sound was. Oh, there's something here. Oh, hello. I was not expecting an enemy. Oh, pff, I meant to equip this. So now I can go to that area. So the reason why I'm not finishing the game just yet. One, I want to go grab some stuff. There's some Magnum ammo in the item box, but the problem is the item box is behind those ivies. I don't want to deal with them, if possible. Actually, a bit surprised that we have not seen any lickers or liquor type enemies. Oh, that one's also locked. So even though we have the power turned on, it's locked. So we can't do anything with this. Okay. So I am going to go back to the ivies. It definitely seems like the seed is like, okay, you pretty much done all the segments. You got everything you need. You're all set. Unfortunately, if I didn't like just mess up quite a few parts, like where to go, or if the game was a bit nicer, we could have actually sub 1 hour this. Based on the settings I have, it does say on average about 30-60 minutes, but it depends on one, how well you play and how well you manage your inventory, which, as we can see, I did not really manage my inventory the best. Alright, making sure that I am safe with my health. But yeah, for the Resident Evil 2 Randomizer actual submission, or the actual run rather, I will be expanding on the segment size and the number of segments so that we can get like a 2 to 3 hour seed. Like I said, this one was mostly just a short one, just because like I don't have a lot of time to be able to record multiple runs, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to submit this and a couple of other runs. One of them I've already put in, but this one it's more like I've been trying to like get a good run of it. But in some cases, like you can get like a rough seed where a good example. If you know the enemy types in this game, you know that one of them, the Licker, is a difficult enemy to fight without like an actual gun. Like we'll say like even a handgun is decent, but like no shotgun, no Magnum, no SMG, no grenade launcher, it can be tough to deal with. But when you're in a room where 4 of them are spread out and the room is kind of clustered as well at the same time, it becomes difficult to be able to actually fight them, especially when you don't have a weapon. In my case, I think I had a knife and that's it. And it's like, I can't knife them to death. They will murder me. And they did. Multiple times.
My little contraption seemed to be working perfectly.
I think that's Sergei from Umbrella Chronicles. No. Or it might have been his voice, but it might have just been like one of those random announcement types. Alright, I took a unfortunate hit because I decided not to move further. I probably should have moved like after he got like stunned after the 4th shot, and then I would avoid it. I do gotta be very cautious here though, because this Farmer Birkin is very dangerous, especially because he can actually kill you from Yellow Caution if you're on the lower end of that. The way health works is that it is given an actual number. Oh, yeah, this grab attack is his most damaging attack. Alright, I think this is where he's going to try to run at me. I'm going to put the last of my revolver ammo. Oh, I just had one shot. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, he can kind of kill you in yellow caution, especially if you're on the lower end. Your health, even though it's like shown like as the fine, caution, danger, it actually is a numerical value in the back end. There are tools where you can actually see it. Even enemy health that I know some speedrunners have used. I don't use them. I could use them for the run if wanted. Oh! So these are the liquor replacements with the Hunter Gammas from Resident Evil 3. I was not expecting them to spawn right there. But I guess we did eventually get to see a liquor. So we saw just about every enemy in the game, except for the spiders, which, if you're someone who is afraid of spiders, then I'm very sorry for that, because you would have probably seen some spiders. But yeah, that's pretty much the Resident Evil 2. Oh, you know what? I forgot to hit the button for the split, because that is actually the end. So about like a little over an hour, but if I were to increase the segments, it would probably be like roughly 2.5, we'll say, maybe 3 on a bad run, which I'll probably put like 3 hours for the estimate, just to be cautious, with the increased amount of segments and with the increased segment size. I will probably use like I think like from what I have from the number of segments, it's 2 segments, so we kind of like got our 2 with the I'm blanking on them. The plugs and the 2 medals, and then we go into like the final part of the game. I can increase that up to 4, which will this is going to double it. Oh, I almost forgot about this part. I guess technically the run is still going, but this is like just a bonus thing. We're being followed by Resident Evil 4 Leon and Female Hunk from Resident Evil Revelations, I believe. And you kind of like see, like, there's like a nice little thing here. Wait, can I get the camera angle? Missing hen, box soup, call this number. Those for upcoming horror movies. They look ambitious. I guess Sherry's had enough for today. Sherry isn't with us, though. This evil resident is revisiting old and dangerous mansions, and basically, you are stupid. Yeah, so it's just like a funny little thing that was added. I believe that's the DeLorean from Back to the Future. But there's a bar called Randy Rando. And this is a nice little guest list. It includes a bunch of different people. I think that this is a mix of people who have like backed them on Patreon and even some streamers. Example is Albert F. Wesker, who I know is a streamer. He streams like a lot of Resident Evil, even some other games here and there, showing off randomizers. You can talk to these NPCs for different things. This is all just unique dialogue. Some of it is also quoting parts of the game's dialogue. Have you seen Orca around here? That's actually going to come into play at some point. One of the dog animations is, or dog skins for enemies is an Orca, which I was hoping would have happened because I do have it enabled. And apparently there is a storm that is approaching. Unfortunately, it's not Virgil. We continue to the next part by contacting the authorities using the phone. If that sound is familiar or weird, that's because it's from Resident Evil 4, the original. Our character, Michael Jackson, has disappeared. And here's why. We have a nice little dance number. Oh, was not expecting the Orca, but yeah, pretty much this version of BioRand was by Intel Orca. You can see a couple of the other members, Captain Cash Up, for example, who provided audio, textures, snips for the models and audio, and so on and so forth. And we get some nice little custom music using a mix of the Resident Evil voice lines from different games for some funny stuff. I think if I were to actually do a timer, I would probably time it after the phone call, so I kind of end the time a bit early, but I just like normally do it for the normal ending. Also, it gets a little bit trippy here because of the black void background. This is probably the most awkward dance move that can be done. Also, another thing about that file that we picked up here in this club, the one that kind of like is people, list of people, it used to go so much longer. I don't know when they shortened it or why, but it actually like used to go from A to all the way to Z. There were a number of people who were listed on there that I remember seeing, but you don't see them anymore because now it ends after a couple of people. I don't know if there's a way to get that anymore. But yeah, there's Ari Duke for inspiration information. He created the original randomizer, like I mentioned. Intel Orca kind of updated with the BioRand stuff, and then of course you got all the other people who worked on it. Sorry to kind of like lump them into like a group like that. These are so many names. I haven't been paying attention to the names, unfortunately, but I'm glad that they all like worked on this. So definitely a great job. I know like myself and a number of other people who, especially like the streamers like Bakba Soup and Albert F. and Wesker, have been showing off the randomizer quite often. And it's always good like for whenever like a new mod comes out for it, like a character mod like the Michael Jackson mod, that people show it off. I'm kind of surprised that it went for the action thing right there, because normally there's like an additional cutscene, but I guess because the song is longer. But yeah, that's Resident Evil 2 Randomizer. This is my submission for the upcoming FFR Marathon in December. Thank you for watching, and I am gonna kind of close it out here because we don't really need to see the credits. The credits aren't any different, and there is the endgame results, but the endgame results are just vanilla. So, just to kind of keep it simple, like I said, gonna stop it here. My name is Axel Ryman. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we can get this in.